exciting season. What are you thankful for?
Thankful to be back for another episode of Lancer Central.
Certainly exactly what I'm thankful for. This is episode 7 of Lancer Central. She's the aforementioned Kirsten Freeman. My name's TJ Winger, and Kirsten, a lot of exciting things to talk about today.
Yeah, men's basketball is 4-0. They're number 1 in the Big South, something that we're not used to seeing but are very excited right now. They're one of 90 D1 teams left in the country that are still undefeated, and we have to give pretty much all that credit to first-year head coach Griff Aldrich.
Certainly credit deserving for head coach Griff Aldrich, and he's done a good job motivating his players and turning the program around. 7-26 all of last year to start out the year 4-0 really marks, and they're not playing any random teams. Sure, they opened the year with a Division III school in Randolph Wildcats, but after that, 2 tough road games at U of R, at Maryland Eastern Shore, and then welcoming Delaware State into Willett Hall. I mean, it's certainly been tough stretting, but now let's get into some players, starting with Isaiah Walton. Scored 20-plus points in every single contest, averaging 21 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, which you won't see in the footage here, but he's certainly been electric. He's been a great job shooting the ball as well.
Yeah, he's got almost 50% beyond the arc. He's got 79 points left to 1,000. We're excited to see that happen in just his 3 years as a Lancer, too. And with the upcoming 4 games that they have, he might hit that on the road if he continues to average 20 points a game. We're really excited for him, but also want him to do it at Willett Hall.
Yeah, so you got to slow it down. You got to reserve it for when you're at Jerome Kersey Court. Right, exactly. But I mean, you mentioned it there, 2 years and then 4 games into it now his Lancer career. He's done a great job. He's been extremely efficient. You mentioned close to 50% from beyond the arc, above 50% from the field. He's a great free throw shooter as well. But some other players worth noting, you have Jordan Cintron, the sophomore from the Bronx, taking a big step up in his scoring column, 2.4 points per last year per contest, up to just under 10 this year, as well as Lorenzo Shabuti Phillips. He's done a great job. He'll be somebody that you lose on the scoring sheet because he doesn't lead the team in scoring or anything like that, but he does a good job distributing the ball first in the team in assists, doesn't turn the ball over a lot. He's also been maybe the clutchest player on the team, a go-ahead 3 at Richmond with a minute 10 left in the game to seal that win, and a huge win in Longwood's Division I program history. And then at Maryland Eastern Shore, their lead was shrunk from 12 down to 3, and they call on him to ice the game away with some big free throws.
Yeah, he's got 18 assists. He's leading the team this season. 15 of those resulted in 3 points, and then he's also 93% from the free throw line, like almost 100% there. So you can't discount that stat either.
Sure, and somebody else to give credit to, maybe the most electric player to ever don the blue and white, Jashawn Smith, has been insane. I mean, against Delaware State, he really showcased his athletic ability.
Yeah, we saw he's got that 50-inch vertical, and he was not afraid to show it that game. He's had those 2 dunks, 5 on the season already, and his career-high 19 points, which we were excited to see. He was only 2 points shy of Isaiah Walton for that game.
Yeah, with that career-high 19 points, he's up to 9 points per contest this season. And along with that athletic nature, you also saw a 3-point shot in there. His 3-point shot has gotten better and better every year he's been at Longwood, and that's certainly exciting. You know what else is exciting? Second best scoring defense in the Big South, 64.7 points per game. And Griff Aldrich, that's where you see his mark. A coach has to be able to motivate players to be able to want to play defense, and he's done just that.
Yeah, and we're seeing that it's kind of a different energy with this team this year. They're performing better, they're acting differently as well, and it's not only the starting 5 that we're seeing that are performing so well, also from the bench too. So he's motivating the starters on this field, he's motivating the bench too. Sean Flood, he's got 7 points per game, a little bit more than that, and it's going all around. It's not just those starting 5 there.
Yeah, everybody's touched the court's done a great job. And now moving over to the women's basketball team, they sit at 0-2 after opening the season on the road at VCU with a loss, and then bringing Wagner College back into Jerome Kersey Court. Again, with Rebecca Tillett's home opening, that was a gut-wrenching loss that you would love to avoid and come away with the W, but it just a lot of problems both on the offensive and defensive end, shooting just 30.9% from the field and 3 of 40 from beyond the arc.
Yeah, but you know what, we got to say that with those stats, we know that there's room for improvement. They've got a long season ahead of them, not ending till March 2nd, so there's time for improvement. They are under first-year head coach. While we're lucky to see it one way with men's basketball, we know that it's probably more common that it ends up this way that we're seeing with women's basketball, needing that time to understand the team and get a little bit more acquainted with each other. But we also notice that they're not afraid to schedule hard teams this season. They're only playing D1 teams in this season. You'll see that on their schedule there. And then they're really just trying to challenge themselves and become a better team.
And that's the point of out-of-conference schedule. If you have a tough out-of-conference slate, by the time in-conference play comes around, you'll be ready to go to face any sort of situation you may face. Still some things also in the defensive end to work out, man or zone, and we trust head coach Rebecca Tillett. She knows what she's doing. That's why she's a head coach and I'm not. So we trust with her prowess and everything that she can bring to the program. But Kirsten, we had one exciting weekend, didn't we?
We did. We played knockout with some members of our D1 men's basketball team. Didn't go exactly as I expected it to, but
speak for yourself.
It wasn't too bad either. It could have been a lot worse. Take a look.
I was done anyway. It's okay.
Well, while it was fun to get out of the studio, I think our talents might be a little better suited in here.
We should stay in the booths or stay behind the desk, without a doubt.
You know, you might not believe it, but once upon a time, I was 2006-2007 grade 4 girls basketball champion.
No way.
You might see me in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Well, for Kirsten Freeman and our entire Lancer Central crew, this will be the last episode of Lancer Central until late January. So we want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving, happy holidays, and a happy New Year. And until then, we're signing off. This is just great. This is just the coolest thing I've ever seen. Wow. That.